Greetings everyone and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital and of course to Mitten University where in the last episode we opened out a new wing. However, almost everyone told me that I missed something and that was...
on 2 Point Radio.
You're
tuned in to 2 Point Radio.
Thank you very much everyone. I
host,
completely lost
Stick
that one.
around for some fabulous tunes.
There we
and
go.
Just a little
Perfect.
bit of chatter.
Marvellous, in fact. Okay, so let's remain on slow speed for a moment as we try and decide what we're going to do. Now, based on the hospital size at the moment, I don't think we need any more GPs. We have to focus on getting our GPs better. Now, there are a couple of things that go into making long queues, and as I discussed numerous times in every episode up until this one, just adding more GPs is a very temporary but ultimately self-defeating solution to the problem of queues, because as you add more GPs, you hire more staff, you build more buildings, that increases your hospital level. Now, that is not something I've generally pointed out, and in fact, for the longest time, it wasn't something I realized the connection between level and the amount of people that come to your hospital. But generally, as your level goes up, or more importantly, your reputation, the more people will show up to your hospital. So by adding more and more GPs and hiring the staff to man those GPs' offices, you're going to naturally increase the volume of people going through. If you weren't increasing that volume, then maybe it would be a solution. But as it stands, it ultimately defeats itself. The key is to make your GPs more effective. And in fact, to make your nurses more effective as well. Because every stage of the diagnosis progress, the better you are at that, the faster you're going to get to the point where that patient can be sent off for a QE. You don't want them to go to a GP, then go to a further diagnosis, then come back to a GP, then have to go to further diagnosis, then come back to a GP, then further a diagnosis, then back to the GP, then further diagnosis, then back to the GP, then finally get a cure, but by then they've already died. So, you can create... you can kind of fall into a pitfall by building and building, trying to deal with the queues. You've got to build sensibly. Now, we've currently got 3 psychiatries. Now, I think that's a fairly solid number. Now, the reason for that is that psychiatry is both a cure and a diagnosis. An extra ward would be quite nice. The ward, however, is a bit of an oddball in that, like the psychiatry, it does function as both a cure location and a diagnosis location, but it can usually help multiple people at the same time. It's one of the only buildings that can do that. Oh, come on, that's not very fair. I'm sure they shouldn't really be ashamed. Don't worry, people. We only got 2 out of the 4. Every time we complete a challenge like this, we're pushing our reputation a little bit higher. Of course, if people start dying, our reputation drops, but as it stands right now, we've got a lot of people coming through. The clinics, as I've mentioned, they're terminus rooms. A patient's... will only visit the clinic once. And that includes, they'll go there and get cured, hooray, best outcome. They'll go there and it'll fail, not a good outcome. They'll go there and they'll die, also not a good outcome. But ultimately, once they've gone to a clinic, that's it, they leave the hospital.
Yesterday was the 25th
got a little bit
anniversary
of
my
stuff
time
stocking up in
here
there.
on 2 Point Radio.
Wow, you are learning super
Back
fast.
then,
I'm very happy with
We didn't
this.
have all these technological gizmos,
You are not happy.
We
You're
had
not
to
entertained.
wind
What
up
can I
the
do to help
records
you?
manually and shout really loudly.
Wow.
Oh, how times have changed.
Indeed. Where are we going to go to next? I think we're going to expand out in this direction. We've got more than enough money to do it. Alright, seeing slight queues. Now, these rooms, yeah. If we can get some more diagnosis rooms, that would be fantastic. Staff training complete. Oh, no, someone wants training. Very well, don't worry, doctors. You will be getting training. Now, in regards to staff specialization, we are specializing our staff. I know it might not look it because all of our nurses have pharmacy. That's because pharmacy is a one-stop training. And it's useful if all of our nurses can do pharmacy, in my opinion. I mean, ultimately, you might get to a point where you just have one nurse who does pharmacy and then a couple of other odds and sods, but you don't train the others up and they never do pharmacy. You can definitely do it that way. But this way, I don't have to think about it too much. Only half of our nurses are going to be trained in diagnosis, however. The other half will be trained in either treatment or ward. Now, ward, as I've mentioned, kind of covers 2 things, but generally, if you're going to have someone trained in ward, just train them in ward. Don't train them in diagnosis as well, because ward will cover both treatment and a diagnosis. Training required. Not now. We will get you trained up, though. Let's get you promoted. Thank you very much. Got 90 days without a death. Did we win it? We did. I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed. Marvellous. How are you doing there? Oh, all of these, they're doing a really good job. They're doing a fantastic job. In fact, they're doing such a good job, I kind of want them everywhere else. I can't really fit her in there, though. Have we got one over here? Because if not, we've got one. Can we perhaps edit these rooms? I think we can. Let's go ahead and edit this room because it's not being used. So how can we fit more of these things in? Because that 2% training speed, very, very much something I want to encourage. Can we slide that up? We can. No, leave the whole room there, please. There we go. Perhaps we squeeze this in somewhere else? No. Okay, that'll have to go. We'll shimmy this along. So maybe about there, and then we're going to have... no, of course we can't. Right, can I slide them forward, perhaps? I might be able to. Oh, beautiful. Marvellous. I think that is particularly good. Now, is this going to be a nice room? Hopefully, yes. Yes, it is a nice room. Okay, training course complete. Motivation. Hooray. No, don't stop editing. Complete. Now it's not particularly pretty there. Okay, we'll quickly update that a little bit. Can I fit this anywhere else in this room? I can probably fit it over here, actually. Yeah, okay. And then that'll allow me to pop back the poster. Do we have an anatomy poster in here? We don't. So you're going to get an anatomy poster there since it will also help with training efficiency. That is now a pretty good room. Ooh, this one. It's because that hasn't been watered. That's fine then. Oh, a ghost? Oh, we got that. Yeah, please don't. Yeah, they don't need food. But we managed to get that no deaths just before a death occurred. I consider that particularly fortuitous. I mean, not for the person who died, obviously. But right, okay, so this little room. What do we want to train up next? Let's have a look at our staff. We could get another nurse trained in diagnostics. In fact, let's just specialize you guys. I only want the nurses who are trained in diagnosis to work diagnosis. There we go, that'll do. So we've got 3 people who can work diagnosis jobs. That's fine. Let me just have a quick look at the overview. How many people am I allowing off at a time? 4 of my 14 doctors can be off, okay. 2 of my 7 nurses. There'll always be someone who can do diagnosis. That's fine then. Okay, so we're going to continue training our nurses, and the next thing I want to train them in is possibly diagnostics too. Let's have a look. Do we have anyone with that? No. Okay, well, only 1 of our diagnostics nurses needs that training. So let's get you training. However, now that we have got general practice too, we're going to have Dr. Ace Latrine train 4. Oh, well, actually 3 of our... Well, actually, we'll just take 2 out so that we're not taking too many of our GP-capable doctors out of there. Right. Can I get one of my staff over here to deal with that ghost? Janitors, I need someone who can capture ghosts. Bartholomew, you are the best ghost capturer. Come along. Go. Deal with that ghost, please. Marvellous. Once you're done there, I'm going to get more of my janitors trained up with ghost capture. That being said, how about we go ahead and we edit this here room a little bit more? I'm sure we can squeeze things in. Can we squeeze this anyway? Yes, we can. Right underneath the clock. Right by the window. That frees up a little bit of room. We'll pop that across there. Doggo painting needs to go here. And then many more encyclopedic bookcases. Marvellous. Marvellous, marvellous. There we are. That is a much better training room. Okay. Sure, let's go and have a look. How are we doing at the moment? Open all. Okay, Patient's Choice Award. Very nice, and Best Teaching Hospital. I like that as well. Right, is the ghost being dealt with? Yes. Okay, now's our chance then. Let's quickly get some janitors in here to teach ghost capturing. There we are, ghost capture. I've got 1 janitor who can teach it. So, Bartholomew, as one of the best janitors in the land, you shall be trained. Robin, Wang, and Pete Broccoli. Go forth, become ghost catchers. It's going to be amazing, I tell you. Amazing. Right, everyone should be trained up pretty rapidly. This is the best training establishment we've got. As soon as you're... Well, there should be 2 people in there. It's frustrating that there are not. Okay. Rival Hospital by Spirit has a reputation of 99. Ours is only 98. Well, damn and blast. Never mind, let's get that upgraded. Can we upgrade this any further? No. Can we upgrade this? Yes. Let's get that queued up for upgrade. Upgrade that? No. No, we cannot. No. How about you? Yes. And you also? Yes. Deluxe? Yes. Let's get all of them upgraded as high as we can upgrade them. That being said, fancy we might need another janitor who can do that. Litra? No. You're right. Will work for Peanuts. Inspiring. You are hired. Go forth. Go forth and do great things. In fact, on that note, let's have a look at our janitors. Now, the ones who move quickly, we've got 2 and 2, and then 3 who can do a little bit of everything. Well, ultimately, all of our janitors are going to be moving quickly, so using that as a criteria for giving them jobs, I don't think is particularly the best thing. Health Minister visit. Health Minister Tarquin Foxbridge has informed us that he'll be visiting the hospital soon. He adds that he looks forward to seeing the hospital that can stand on its own 2 feet. If he's impressed with our hospital, we might receive some of the county's healthcare budget as a reward. I approve. And a promotion. There we go. Get you promoted. Hooray! Now, hopefully we can get all of these done quickly.
Of the Orb Foundation
we'll see.
has launched a new
Almost
called Real
got
Doctors. Who needs them?
the
Well,
research
according
up
this
to
lovely
get research
pamphlet,
level 2.
Not me. The healing power of the orb should do just fine.
Okay. Cheese for brains? No. Who's next? Class Clown believes marzipan is toxic. Maybe. Hi Angie, inspiring. That's a definite maybe. Ties easily? No. And Class Clown, hi Angie, thinks their life is a rom-com. You're hired. You are definitely hired, and you are going to be earmarked for dealing with further research in time. For now, though, no GP work for you. Thank you. You can help out in treatment, though. Well, we do need to get some people specifically trained for treatment. That's another specialization that we actually do quite badly need. And getting another researcher, though, would be a good move. I'll always have jobs for our researchers, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that one. But right now, yeah, that's not so great. Let's get some new rooms down then. General diagnosis. We only need a 3x3 for this one, but we're gonna make it a well. Actually, let's make this a well. Cancel this for now. How big does cardiology need to be? I think that might be a. No, it's a 3x3 as well. Okay. Well, sure. Okay then. We'll have cardiology over here, and then general diag over there. We'll try and keep our secondary diagnosis rooms generally together, because eventually I want to specialize the wings. And have like a flow of traffic. As I've mentioned before, GPs, there may be secondary diagnosis with some GPs there because they do need to go to a GP straight after a secondary diagnosis and then maybe on to more. So this one does kind of perform that function. They go to one, then come back, go back, and so on forth. But it's not exactly the best place for us. We'll see how we can improve things though. Alright, let's get a couple of medicine cabinets. 1, 2, and indeed 3 this time. We're going to get all 3 medicine cabinets. It's going to be grand. We'll get a weighing scales as well. Pop it right about there. Let's not have it right in front of the window though. Right, we want a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher can be down here. We're going to want a coffee machine, naturally. Also, a radiator. Not that you really need one in a location where people are going to be running on a treadmill, because that thing does warm people up quite a lot. Some sweets to replenish your energy after you've been running on the heart racer. Maybe a cupboard. We squeeze one in. We could if I move things around a little bit more, but we'll see. Let's see what we can do with just posters. Can we make this place pretty enough with posters? Yes, I know. You can absolutely just plaster the place in like certificates. I don't like that. That seems incredibly cheesy to me. Though I am starting to warm to the idea of just using posters to try and increase the appeal of a room, if we can. I mean, it's not grand. It's warm enough, but it's not quite grand. We have enough kudosh.
Well, obviously that was not the tune I meant to play, but it seems we have one of those pesky viruses in the system.
Marvellous.
Wait.
Marvellous, I like it.
No, my producer's telling me we've been hacked. It's just one of those days. I have no idea what song will play next, but I hope it's a good one.
Say what you like about Ricky Hawthorne. Positivity is not something that gentleman lacks. Well done, you're a wellspring of positivity. It would be great to work in a really spacious environment with lots of luxury furnishings, something really prestigious. What do you think? Get a level 5 room? Oh, I don't know. 25 kudos, though. Level 5 room. I'm going to reject that one. That's asking a lot. A lot. Let's get this immediately upgraded, though. And then we're going to have general diagnosis over on this side. Exactly the same configuration. Only maybe not... can we have that there? Yeah, we can. Sure, why not? Maybe one there as well. There you go. We will have our hand sanitizer right there, along with the coffee machine. We'll pop in a clock right above the coffee machine. There you go. And of course, we want a fire extinguisher for this room. Can we squeeze that in there? No, not quite, but we can probably pop it over there without too much trouble. And have the radiator against this wall as well. There we are. Now let's pop down a poster or two. A light-headed poster can fit there if we really, really wanted to. Alternatively, we could pop this right there. Let's not put it right next to the window, because that's an external window, and as much as I trust that this hospital has sufficient double glazing, I don't know. I think it might be a little bit distracting. Pop a bin in there. Right, want an anatomy poster. Can we get that somewhere? Have an anatomy poster right there. Food pyramid, of course, right there. We'll have a certificate, not for there. We'll have a certificate above the bin. Why not? Doggo picture, of course. Why wouldn't you want a doggo picture? There you are. And maybe a chair, sure, you can have a chair. This can be next to the window, though. Actually, that's something I should have included in this room. There you go. Little chair. There we are. Nice. And I think that's going to be all for this room. Let's go ahead and then have a quick look. Is it a pretty room? It is a pretty room. Is it a warm room? It is a warm room. Marvelous. Injection room needed. Send patient home. It's going to be a while before we can get those, unfortunately. Every time we send someone home, it does impact our reputation, specifically our reputation for that disease as well, which is not great. 4 patients with misery guts. We've got 2 pharmacies. We should be able to handle that easily enough. Let's get this upgraded as well, please. There we go. Right then. Almost got you trained up for level 2 GP. Oh, that's going to be grand when that's done. 10 people waiting now. Nasty times. Thankfully, they can use these machines as long as we're not actively trying to upgrade them.
As needed in general diagnosis.
Okay. Staff promotion. Well done, you. Let's get you done. And only a little bit more time over here. Just 5 days. 4 days, in fact. And then we're going to be done with this level of training. There we are. Another nurse trained up. Well done, you. I think we'll probably use this room for nurses next, actually. That being said, getting another person trained up in research would be quite nice. New illness, lycanthropy. We'll send them for treatment in our pharmacy. Marvellous. Once thought to be extinct, lycanthropy is making a comeback in dangerous forests across the land. Sufferers get it from direct exposure to light from the full moon. Or a particularly strong torch. Damn those LED torches. Right, let's go for... Do we have a magazine rack around here? We don't, actually. That's a bit surprising. Let's pop a magazine rack in there. Get you something to interest you. Let's get a poster on this wall. Possibly a notice board as well, actually. There we go. How is this? It's quite cold there, actually. Let's go for a
Terrible things happen every day.
Radiator,
you could lose a toe.
Okay.
Your house.
That should help. So close. So very close
your
now.
Life.
Okay, our janitors are doing their
need
work,
insurance
which is very
like
good.
Swindles
I
Insurance.
think, though... Ooh, staff promotion. Let's get the promotions up.
Swindles.
There we are.
Because
And another one.
is worth a
There
piece of
we
your
go.
soul.
It's not really, in my opinion. Right, in terms of our janitors, I would very much like to train up a couple more of our janitors to be able to handle the arduous task of upgrading stuff. Let's have a quick look at the situation. We've got 2 people who can upgrade, 1 person who can maintain. Ouch, that's a little bit risky. And by a little bit, I mean very risky, actually. Alright, I'm going to train Spencer Gutterflake and Bartholomew in maintenance. And I'm going to pay someone to train them in this. So let's get maintenance 1. We'll get Bert Fixit along to do this. And Spencer got a flake. And Bartholomew Spong. Let's get you trained, guys. I need you to be able to help me out with the machines. I can't believe I've allowed that to be so bad. Really? Did you see someone just died right there? Oh, that's not so great. Mood poisoning, but it requires injection room for treatment. Okay. Are you capable of... Oh, well done. That's right. Get rid of it before Tarquin sees it, please. Right. Okay, we've got this area all set up. Let's have a look at our staff once again. Oh, that's grand. That's truly grand. I could take one of you out to train another 2 or maybe even all 4. That would put us at a little bit of risk, I think, though. A little bit risky to do that just yet. We've got enough psychiatrists for now, I believe. Perhaps it's time to get someone trained for treatment. Treatment 1. In fact, no one has treatment training. Scary. Okay, Reginald Pugwash. Let's get you trained. And also Gwendolyn Wetter. Let's get you trained as well. Anyone else? Dr. Byron Bench. Ultimately, I actually do want quite a few people trained for treatment. So short. Get all 3 of you in there learning treatment. We'll hire someone else for research momentarily. In fact, we'll do that right now. Hi, Angie. Inspiring. You are hired. Anyone else? Short-tempered? No. Inspiring? Eats pasta disgracefully. Grumpy hygienic? No. Grumpy hygienic? No. Well, no. No to you as well, I'm afraid. I'm not going to hire someone who eats pasta disgracefully. I mean, come on now. Right. Opinion of mood poisoning is secret treatment. Have to go home. Sorry. Super sorry about that. Super duper sorry, in fact. However, have we got a training room that is available? Yes, we do. So, there we go. Research 2 complete. Good news. Very good news. Research project complete. Well done. We've completed a research project. The discovery can be used across the whole organization. When a project is completed, researchers will look for work elsewhere unless we kick off another project. As we make new discoveries and travel to new parts of the county, our boffins will propose new areas of research. Okay. Well, the next thing I want you to learn is injection room. Like super badly, actually. Please get that going right now. Thank you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to train someone else in research to come and help you. There we are. We're going to have to pay Dr. Imogen Crank. I don't mind. I've got enough money. Don't mind at all. Let's get Dr. Alison Hands to start their training there. Oof. How are we doing over here? We're still teaching people maintenance. And then we'll start work on repair as well.
On 2 Point Radio.
Sorry, upgrading.
Bridge out on Smogley is in
Snap
danger
promotion.
of
Well done.
collapsing after being struck by a meteorite last night. Drivers are urged
meteorite?
to drive over it really fast, just in case.
Well done.
More news coming
There we
up.
go. Half
just
racer has been
as soon as we
upgraded.
have
Go
it.
ahead and upgrade that again, please. Just keep the work going. Oh, that is particularly bad of me. I am so sorry. I completely neglected it, didn't I? Bad Aavak is bad. We'll get a magazine rack, so at least you've got something to entertain yourselves with for a moment. And then we're going to start popping down some benches. About there should do. Go for 6 benches for now. Might upgrade that to 8 in a little bit. Right, how pretty is this? Not pretty at all. So let's go ahead and go full ball with the prettiness, and we'll have a yucca over on that side. Marvellous. Very low requirement for water. Good times. I'm starting to think, though, that I wouldn't mind getting a new news agents down. Got a couple of places now where we haven't done anything like that in a while. Might need to have a look into that one. Okay, it's going to take you a little while to get that training sorted. Well, on the plus side, our staff are going to be a little bit better now to dealing with... Oh, wow. Why are you doing that? Ah, of course, yes. You... Right. Let's set you guys up. You should really only be doing GP work now. Anyone who gets to rank 2 of a thing will only do that thing. That's the rule that we're going to be rolling with. And once you guys are trained up, we might just stop hiring people who can do treatment altogether. I might have a few people who do a little bit of everything, but with 4 GP's offices, and I believe we are allowing 2 doctors off at a time. 5 doctors off at a time. Oh, okay. 15 days though. It's remotely possible that we'll end up with all of our GPs off at the same time, which would be quite rough on us.
Toilets need routine
Might need to have a look into that, really. Where's the nearest set of toilets? Reasonably far away. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. But the next room that we're going to want over here, well, in terms of queues, I'm not going to build more GPs. In fact, we're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to let some time pass whilst we hopefully get some more staff trained up. Now, once you're ready, you should be able to get in there straight away. In fact, good news, Midland University has given us 5,000. Marvelous. Let's get you promoted. But, publicity update. Tarquin Fox Business sent us a handwritten note following his visit to the hospital. I'm thrilled to see that you've succeeded in executing my 117-step plan for ideal healthcare. What an excellent plan it was. Marvellous. Kudos 20. I approve.
Training course completed.
But we want to make sure you only do research. Literally, your purpose in this hospital is to research. I'll have to make sure that you're set up properly and that research is activated when you get that. Really? We still lost one of the patients? It might have been a failure to treat rather than death, though. Send patient home, I'm afraid. It's going to be a while before we've got that. But by the time we have it, we will have completed the second star requirement, which is quite nice. I think we need more janitors, though, to water the plants. Yeah, we really do. Let's have a look. Have we got anything that tells me thirst? My plants show up as thirsty? No, they don't. Is anything showing me that? Staff energy, maintenance. Ah, okay. Wow, we really do need maintenance. Need a lot of maintenance. Do plants actually... Is that only someone who's got maintenance can water a plant? No, surely not. Surely not. Injection room, sorry, send patient home. Man, once we get that injection room, I'm going to be so happy. I don't think we need any additional clinics, though. Fairly certain we're okay with these. That one's almost been upgraded all the way up to the Luxolux 3. In fact, you almost finished there. Come on, Robin Wang. Finish the job. Also, let's get you a promotion. Thank you. How long does this take, Robin Wang? There we go. Marvelous. Right, let's have a look at you. Whoever's going in there. There's 3 people waiting, actually, for the Luxolux. Upgrades, 100%. Diagnosis certainty is fairly high. Staff skill, very low, though. Illness difficulty is reasonably okay, so this is the main thing that's pulling down your chance of successful treatment there. Injection room required. Oh, I'm just going to keep getting this for a while. Career goal achieved. Upgrade 25 machines. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so we've got a couple of our training rooms have finished now. In fact, all of them have finished, which is a pretty good time. Alright. How about we get another setup? Let's get mechanics so that we can get people... get some of our janitors helping with that. I'm going to just pay someone to help out with this one. Spencer Cutterflake and Brandy, get in there, learn to upgrade things. Wow, reasonably, actually we don't need this. Because we do that so infrequently. Now, maintenance is a different matter entirely. Okay. I think then, let's just get the final junior assistant. Let's get you in there. I want my last janitor trained up with that. And really, it's only the janitors. And maybe the assistants later on that will get trained up for that. Janitor, there we go. Spencer Cutterflake. Let's get you training. I don't think we've got anyone else who particularly needs it. I mean, I could train up Lloyd Picture, I suppose. Sure, let's make use of the room. Because you'll enjoy getting trained at the very least. Right, okay. Next room. I think we're going to go for further general practice training. And we're going to have Ace Latrine training. We've only got 3 people for this one. In fact, actually, since we've only got 3 people. Yeah, we're going to not use this room. We will use the larger room for this one. Let's go for general practice 2. And just get all of our GPs up to full training in general practice. It's going to be grand. Send patient home. Right, with that, we're going to need to make sure that anyone who's got GP is literally only doing that, because at this point, all of the people trained for GPs. Melissa, oh wait, no, you haven't You haven't got the training slot for that one. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just keep you going. Start promotion. Well done. Oh, really? Damn it. Doesn't seem that went through, though, which is good. Why does that keep happening, I wonder? Actually... No, we'll train you ourselves. There we are. All of our GPs will now be ultra specialized in being GPs. Happy days indeed. Now, in terms of treatment, yeah, only you guys should be doing treatment, really. Let's turn off treatment for everyone but you guys. So we've got 3 people dedicated to treatment. Marvelous, if you ask me. Furthermore, shall we go straight for treatment 2 on one of them? Yes. Let's go ahead and get Dr. Byron Bench. You'll be an especially good treater. Begin your training. Okay, all of our training officers are now being used. Let's get you going. Is everyone in here doing... No, maybe that hasn't actually happened. Let's see. No, you are. You are due for it. Right, what are you up to? You going on break? Maybe. Let's take that off and just see what you're working on. Yeah, you're going to the break room. That's fine. We should now at least have someone doing research most of the time. Upgrade the machine. I mean, sure. It's going to be an easy one for us. Super easy, in fact. Right, how's everything going? Generally, not so great, actually. We've got a lot of GP's offices that are now going to be empty for a little while. It does suck a bit, but we'll see how we can do it. Yeah, we've got some pretty... Well, only one hefty queue. One other way you can find this out is to go in here, patients. 1 room, the longest queue is 7 people. People close to death, only 1 person. Yeah, that's not terrible, but... medical, only 62% based on how successful we are curing patients with each illness. Yeah, not great, that one. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboards. I'm 9th in hospital value, that's nice. Cure rate, I'm 11th. In terms of reputation, 2nd, very nice. Staff morale, I'm 7th. 16th with cures per year, that's a bit rubbish, honestly. Yearly profit of 5th, not too bad, 550,000. A lot of patients are queuing outside rooms that are run by nurses.
I was invited to the home of one of my most ardent fans earlier this week for a nice cup of tea and a fruit bun.
Oh, wow.
What a marvellous time it was. Mrs. Tickling put on a very generous spread indeed. Though I must say, Mr. Tickling, who you may know is the owner of Tickling's Butchers, was surprised to find me home when he arrived earlier than usual. There's nothing like being chased by a man with a cleaver to get the old ticker going.
Once again,
for the next
your positivity is
daily 20
an inspiration to us all.
Advertisements for Tickling's Butchers, the beef that can't be beat.
Wow. Injection room required. A patient with mood poisoning is seeking treatment. I'm afraid we're going to have to wait. Not that long, though. We're actually getting it along, thankfully. I've very rarely seen anyone actually use these benches outside reception. I'm wondering if they actually do use them or not. See, I'm fairly certain that in Theme Hospital, they used to use benches outside reception. It used to be something that they would work with, but doesn't seem to be the case here. Our hospital has a cure rate of 69%. That's way better than Blala's hospital, which is only 62%. Haha! Take that, Blala! Ah, you and your perfect queues. She has got a pretty good handle on queue maintenance, though. Well done, Blala. Good news, we got another training complete. How long's left on this? 16 days. Okay, well, that's not too bad. How long's left here? 20 days. Not so bad. How long here? 29 to 39 days. That's not so good, if I'm perfectly honest. But let's speed things up a little bit, because I'm really feeling that we're going to be able to get the second star before we wrap up this episode. And the way that our training is going, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Noticing that this is not getting watered. Is it perhaps that they can't water it?
The fauna are reminded not to disturb the flora.
It's not in the best condition ever, certainly.
Training course completed.
Have a look. Well done, you. That's a new training room that we can now make use of. Okay, let's have a look at our staff. And I'll slow it down for this, because there's lots of things that can go wrong while I'm spending my time looking at this. Alright, we could get diagnosis 2 on Lily Lips and Tessa Bucket. Are we restricting you guys? Yes, we are. Okay, for the time being, I'm going to unrestrict you until I get... kind of feel... Yeah, we'll unrestrict you until I've gotten all of diagnosis... all of my diagnosticians trained up properly. There we go. Start training. For now, that'll be how we do that one. Are we done? Yes, we are. Marvellous. Marvellous, marvellous. Staff promotion. Fantastic. Let's get you promoted. And here. Now then, what are we going to go for the next one? We could go with assistants. In fact, almost all of it, our assistants could do with a little bit of training. Lloyd. How many assistants do we need? We've got 2 on reception, 1 on the newsagents. I feel that maybe another newsagent would be useful. Perhaps even over here. I'm going to hire another assistant. Let's have a look. Positive, a natural mentor, the girl next door. You are absolutely hired. And the reason why you're hired is you're going to teach our only assistant who doesn't have the correct course. We are customer service, there we go. You shall teach Catherine Moore how to be a better customer service employee. Right, over here we're not making use of these, so I'm going to get rid of these benches in place of, in fact we're going to get rid of you, in place of a new newsagent, I think. And we fit you in. Only if we get rid of all of these, but given that this is, well, actually we've got 2 GPs here.
Maintenance announcement.
Might be a bit of a
Need water.
risky move, but let's see what we can do. There we go. Not that there. In fact, let's move this over here. And then have an extra 2. There we go. Right, how's this going to look? We could do with a bit of a help. Let's move this across. Have another Rosa on this side. They're going to need lots of walking, but that will keep the place pretty nice for people at the very least. I'm going to move this one across. There. And we're going to place down... Let's see how well a Yucca would do. Really well, actually. That's a lot more powerful than I've been giving them credit up to now. Might not quite need this then. Let's get rid of you in favour of a regular plant. That might be enough. Sort of, and sort of isn't.
Nurse required in general diagnosis.
I think it's good enough for now. I think it is good enough. That'll do. Good news, Minden University have awarded us more money. I am very glad. That's pretty much how all of our money is coming in. Okay, well done. All of our GPs are now able to be Ultra GPs. Happy with that. Very happy, in fact. Let's make sure that... can I... There we go, by qualifications. Yeah. I wonder why they're all split up there, but oh well. Right, so we've got 2 researchers. We've got 1 person very highly trained with treatment. And we are restricting further treatment to them. I think I would like... Well, we can't train any further treatment for those, so it's not going to be happening anytime soon. But we can, however, train... Ah, there we go. We can see that it is being ordered. We can train one of our psychiatrists in better psychiatry. So, Edna Pillow, please go forth and learn. Okay, hopefully we'll see these queues start to come down now. Now that we're going to have very good... There we are, 71%. Well done, Barry Doolittle. Very well done indeed. How are we doing over here? It's going to take a little while for these queues to fix themselves, but hopefully it will happen by itself at this point. Right, let's start letting time pass a little bit faster. There we are. Diagnosis in here, not so great. Diagnosis there wasn't so great. Wow. Oh, perhaps they only required a little bit of diagnosis before they would be ready to go and get cured. Let's hope that that was the case, because that was a pretty bad return. Let's have a look at you. Are you fully? Yeah, you're fully diagnosed. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Send patient home, I'm afraid. Okay, let's have a look at you. You're already fully diagnosed.
Which never fails to bring a smile
Rob
to
Wine,
her face.
upgrade the machine.
Life is like a cat.
We failed.
It's your job to be a rabbit.
Wow.
Well, if nothing else, you'll have good eyesight, I suppose.
That's not true. That's not true. of all of the foods that apparently do something, of all of the conventional wisdom and old wives' tales, etc., the only one that is true, and it isn't even actually true, is that spinach improves your eyesight. It's not even true about the right thing. Because everyone, you know, Popeye and all that, spinach makes you strong. No. It actually does have a very stark effect on your eyesight, though. But it's the only one that I'm aware of, anyway, that actually does do something good. Oh, there we are, diagnostics 2 prepared. Well done, you. And with that, we can now get our nurses back onto only you guys do diagnostics. So everyone else, half of those diagnostic machines. Though that being said, we have got 4 diagnostics machines.
Nurse required in cardiology.
Maybe I need a couple more nurses then. Yeah, we actually do need a couple more nurses to learn that then. So start with you. Regular diagnostics. We're not going to take one of you off there. In fact, we're going to get 2 nurses trained up for level 1 diagnostics. And once they're set up, we'll move on to the next thing. But now, yeah, we do need more nurses because I want to start training some specifically for the ward. Right, unhygienic, nope. Has potential, maybe then. High energy, okay, maybe. Will work for peanuts, motivated and charming. You are hired. Who else? Charming class clown, also hired. Yeah, and you two are immediately going to be trained not in pharmacy. You're only going to be working in the ward. So let's go and find you. There we go. Let's get you started right away. With that, let's go ahead. You are not doing pharmacy. In fact, you're doing nothing but the ward from now on. There we go. That will actually help out quite a lot. Once we've got you trained up to a decent level, we'll get a couple of others in specifically training for the ward. Once you two are done, in fact, I may as well turn those back on.
Doctor to research, please.
And we'll have one of our current doctors train the both of you in the second tier of diagnosis. Ward emergency. Yeah, okay. Staff promotion. Well done. Let's get you done. And you as well. Injection room required. So close. So very close. So very soon. We will be able to build an injection room. Happiest of days it'll be. Happiest of days. The very happiest. How are these queues doing? Not great. I'm honest. Not very good at all. Why won't you sit on the benches? I've got all these lovely benches for you to sit down on. But you refuse. I'm starting to see a couple of people dying, which is not great. Not great at all, actually. I mean... I was hoping that you guys would be able to work through this a little bit faster, but it doesn't seem to be happening right now. Alright, one nurse done in diagnosis, another nurse done with diagnosis. Well done, both of you. I'd kind of like both of you straight back to diagnosis then. So, training course available, diagnosis 2. Actually, we're going to have... Yeah, we're going to just pay someone to train you up. At this point, why not? Given the amount of money we have. It seems silly for me not to. But alright.
I'm sorry to say, a patient is dead.
That is very sad. Oh, you've used this room of all of them. Okay. I guess that'll at least mean you're going to get through it quickly. At the very least. Let's have a look at my staff again. How are my doctors trained? God, you're ready to start passing on your training. But again,
thinking for yourself.
We're at a point now
Wish you
where
could donate
I
all
can
your
just
money.
afford to pay for it, so
Join
why
the
aren't I?
Orb Foundation today.
Well, let's get both of you in there.
Orb is the perfect
Let's just make
shape
sure that
and the
my
perfect solution.
psychiatrists, yeah, that's all they do.
More 2 point, more often. This is
Okay,
2 Point
so
Radio.
once that's finished training, I'm going to start training some of my GPs in the second level of that. Yeah, we're just going to wait for that to pass through. Not bad. Okay, we're almost there. We're finally almost there for the second star. Oh, it was taking us a while. Come on, you. Will you finish at exactly the same time, or maybe not? No, you'll be a little bit behind. That's fine. Okay, the Encyclopedia Bookcase 2 and the Easy Scan 3, my lord. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded the 2nd star rating by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I hear that your research and development has been taking further strides. Bully for you! Continue with your studies for more rewards, or go elsewhere and expand your organization. No, absolutely, we are doing this. Easy Scan 2, though, I think we might want to get you upgraded, if we can make that happen. We are definitely hurting for... Oh, ward management learned. Well done. I've always wanted to see a large sum of money. We will easily manage that. That'll actually be incredibly easy for us to do. But better bookcases. Let's update these. Are they already updated? I wonder. Like these, are they bigger? For training? No, they're not.
Nurse
What are these then?
therapy, please.
Yep, gonna have to replace them all. 4k per, but absolutely worth it in my opinion. Let's get those down. What's the difference then? Ah, they just look different. Fair enough. Items. Right. It'll only take me a moment. Sorry. I know. You really like these. I like them too. But they have to be replaced. That's the first time I've seen an item that can be upgraded. Very interesting. Prestige level 4. I guess with something that's that expensive. Makes
Maintenance
sense.
announcement.
Okay.
Bins will be
And
full.
down here as well. Items. Place all of these. Oh, I'm very glad that we got that star. I didn't even realize that a level 2 Encyclopedia bookcase was available in the game. It's marvelous. Can I possibly move you elsewhere? Can I squeeze you in somewhere else? Do we really need a bin?
Doctor to
Probably not.
psychiatry, please.
Have I ever actually seen anyone make use of the coffee machine in here? No, I have not. But we'll keep one just because I like them. There we are. So one there, and can we? Oh my lord! Actually, that might now be the most trainery room. No, they're both roughly equivalent. Okay. Is there anything else I can unlock? Oh, +1 training speed. Or now, this is a good way to get a high room. It's super cheesy if you basically wallpaper the room in them. But they are good for getting prestige up because they're expensive. And I think you can put them in most rooms actually, which is particularly nice. How's things going? We could in fact improve this room a little bit. There we go! Finally, we've got it at long last. Wait around for us, okay? Research complete. And we're going to pause it there. That is going to be it for this episode. We have unlocked a new wing. And we haven't yet put the injection room in there. But we're on the 2nd star. Now, to get to the 3rd star, we need to cure 100 patients. It's generally going to be easy. Generate 4,000 research points. Well, you know what? We're going to train our researchers up a little bit before we try and do that. And in the next episode, we're finally going to get the injection room. And we can start taking care of a lot of the patients who need that room. But that's going to be it for me. Oh my lord, these queues are pretty bad. But hopefully we can get on top of things. But that is it from me. I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.